Shalom, shalom, shalom laha alahayim, peace to the gods. Now, Wathan, call, halalim, la, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha, Hakodash, giving all praises to Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors unto the elder apostles, the elder bishops, and the head elders of the camps of Great Millstone GMS who do rule well. Salutations and blessings unto the hopeful elect scattered abroad. This is going to be a quick get through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. Lord willing, this is edifying unto the elect. MOTB update. M to the is O, T to the bizay. All right, it's the RFIDC hit. All right. And it's going to be either in your right hand or your forehead. And we go get into the scriptures. All right, it's not going to be long. Just a quick little update to show you how quick we are to going home, man. And that's where our mindset should be at. We should be in the mindset of, excuse my Spanish, but fuck this place, man. Because it's nothing but wickedness. All right, and they're wearing out the saints mentally, financially. All right, every time you look, it's more and more battle of the sexes going on. You know what I mean? They pushing propaganda between, the man, the Israelite man and the Israelite woman. All right. This love is waxing cold. Children is running amok. GMO babies. All right. The devil's putting all type of chemicals in your food, so on and so forth. And I'm going to bring up a scripture to back up the little 30-second rant I just did, which I can go a long list, a laundry list of why the kingdom has to come and will come and why we're looking for it. But we're going to get into this article and then we're going to get like a couple scriptures through the spirit. All right. As you can see, Elon Musk is what? The CEO, Tesla, Neuralink, okay, SpaceX, okay, and he is being used a puppet, so to speak, for the international banking families, as if he is the new, I don't want to say philosopher, but like intellectual for the young people on, the future and futuristic type thinking, so to speak. Okay, so a lot of people, especially, what, not necessarily nerds, but people that think that they smarter than people when it comes to science and technology. All right, they look up to Elon Musk. All right, but anyway, this is on RT. It came out today, even though this news was kind of like yesterday. But I kind of waited to get a little bit more information on it. All right, Elon Musk names new timeline for human brain chip tests. Neuralink co-founder said the company has submitted most of the paperwork for first clinical trials. Elon Musk has claimed that a wireless chip developed by his company Neuralink could start human clinical trials in 6 months. The so-called world richest man, because that's what they give us. We know that there's banking families that they don't talk about, all right, because they say you want to know something, follow the money. He ain't the richest man, man. All right, he still has to answer. He plays by the game. He didn't invent the game. The game that we're talking about is this credit usury interest system, as what we know as, this capitalistic banking system of the world reserves currency that we know as the United States dollar. All right, and who created that system? Amalekites, your you wish people, your 48ers, your Rothschilds, your Rockefellers, the people that meet at the Bilderberg group, so on and so forth. All right. Also stated that the biotech, so notice, right? Bio is referring to the body. Tech is technology. So technology that will be in the body. Anytime you hear biotech, biometrics, anything that's bio, That has to do with science. It's all about controlling your body and transhumanism. Startup is confident that their device could restore movement in those who suffer from paralysis, right? So the scriptures say, matter of fact, let's get that. Let's go to the blue letter, all right? So they're putting it as if, oh, it's going to help people, right? Let's do because I brought out that one. The scriptures say, be not ignorant of Satan's devices. Okay. However, oh, yeah, perfect. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's go to, I should have put not in there. Salakia. If it's gonna come up, why is it showing me? Okay, so y'all just wanna violate. Press not find enemy. Salakia. Modify search. Apocrypha. Right. Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 10, it says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Okay. So we know that through the spirit, he's an Edomite. Okay. Through the spirit, he has an appearance of an Edomite. And they're trying to use this technology as if it's going to be something for you, but the scriptures say never trust thine enemy. Okay, he has made his seed spoiled. He's given them the mark of Cain. But you have to try the spirit by the spirit. Okay, and the Most High is not dealing with rich men anyway. The world's richest man. He's not dealing with rich men. It's in the book of James, chapter 2. It's all up in the Gospels. Yahushua didn't come for them, and he's being used to push something that is going to be pushed upon all people upon the earth to be destroyed by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, which is the mark of the beast. Okay. So they're coming saying that, oh, it will help you with your, diseases or, physical ailments. All right. But that means that people's putting faith in man to help them rather than in the creator, Yahweh. All right. Speaking at a show and tell event in the company's headquarters in California on Wednesday, Musk showcased a brain-computer interface, which looks like a stack of several coins with hundreds of thin threads and is intended to be implanted in humans by a surgical robot, not even a doctor, a robot, and implanted. Okay? So when we go into that word charagma, which is the translation in the English of Mark in the book of Revelation, chapter 13, all right, you have an imprint, implanted, synonymous. Such a device could potentially restore full body functionality to those who have severed spinal cord or bring back vision to people that have never seen, Musk claimed. According to the billionaire who has just become CEO of Twitter, the company has submitted most of its paperwork to the FDA, all right, which ensures, among other things, the safety of medical devices. We think probably in about 6 months we should be able to have our first Neuralink in a human, all right, adding that the company wants to be extremely careful when it comes to such delicate endeavors. The presentation featured a video with what Musk said was a monkey using a brain implant to move a cursor and telepathically type on a computer board. He also expressed hope that such devices, which could allow for a transfer of information between human and machines, will become widespread. So notice transfer of information. All right. When you swipe your card, What are you doing? You're transferring the information that is stored on the banking ledger system, accounting system, to be transferred, money transferred to the company or store that you're buying their merchandise from. So they're coming with this medical shit, but really they are going to add later on financial. All right. You are so used to being a de facto cyborg, but if you're interacting with your phone, you're limited. The Neuralink cofet, right? Because they're trying to turn you into the phone. And what can you do with your phone right now? You can go on Amazon and shop. Neuralink has repeatedly missed deadlines for gaining, and there's no wonder why they keep pushing that Apple Pay, Google Pay, swipe with your phone, right? In 2019, Musk said he wanted to get the go-ahead by the year 2020. Blah 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 blah. Hot water after admitting killing 8 monkeys during a trial. So it killed 8 monkeys during a trial of his Brainchip technology. However, the firm insisted that it's working with animals in the most humane way, dismissing allegations that the monkeys have been subject to extreme suffering. Right. And the scriptures talk about suffering if you take a chip. And we're going to get that. All right. So this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16 and verse 17. And it reads, and he causeth all. Who's he? All right. Esau, Edom. Okay. All really the international banking families. All right. Both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand on their foreheads. All right. And the reason why I said in your MOTB, because when you look up that word forehead, notice how I said Brainchip, right? You see MOTB, okay, which is a compound word of meta and ops. Now, who uses the word meta? Facebook. Didn't Facebook change their name to Meta? You see? Don't they come out with the virtual augmented reality goggles and all of that? Everything is about to go digital, man. All right. They can have full control. If you control the mind, you control the body. Okay. This thing is all about control, man. All right. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Right. So if we go to that word mark, right, we look it up as charagma, right? Remember it said implanted earlier, right? A stamp, an imprinted mark. You see that? A mark stamp in the forehead on the right hand as a badge of the followers of the Antichrist, which we know there's no one Antichrist, there's many, as the scriptures say. Thing carved, sculpture, graven work, blah, 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 blah. A badge of servitude, you see? So you take it, you're basically saying, oh, I serve the devil. I serve the white man. I serve the government, and this government, this white man, is under the control of the spiritual demon Satan, and the spiritual demon Satan is under the control of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, but on the left-hand side, because it's really the Father's chip. You see, because he's trying to test people's loyalty, specifically you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, which your true nationality is what? Hebrew Israelites. All right. The root word karax, all right, through an idea of scratching, sharpened to a point. What you think that surgical robot is going to do? He's going to scratch your skin open so he can put that fucking chip in your head, man. All right. So now we're going to go back. No, so notice, right? The monkeys died, right? We don't know. They didn't give too much information. You know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. But we're going to go to Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. No, not verse 9. Where are we going to go? That's a good one, but that's not exactly what I wanted to get. All right, let's go to here. Noisome saw. Revelation 16 and 2. All right. And it reads, and the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the MOTB, and upon them which worshipped his image. You see? Worshiping this image is basically cooperating with the system that they're pushing. Oh, okay, I'll do it. Whatever y'all say. Oh, America said it. The news said it. Let's go to Sor, Helkos in the Greek. And it reads a wound producing a discharge, pus, a sore, an ulcer. An ulcer is cancer, man. All right, let's go to the root word real quick. All right. To draw, drag off, metaphorically to draw by inward power, lead, impel. All right. And it's going to drag you to death. You're going to be dragged into torture, man, because it's going to be grievous and noisome. Okay. So just like how the monkey said, but they don't know, and the human, you take that thing, you're going to go through a lot of hell thinking you good, and then you're going to be missile food, man. All right. So again, like I said, quick hit through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yashar. This shows you how quick we are to the end. And you really got to understand, all right, the elect's sake, shorten. All right, we're going to end off with this right here. Salat. Um, wow. Yeah, no flesh saved. Let's do that. It's going to come up on this one. Right. Matthew 24, verse 22. And except those days be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So, because of the first fruits of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the first spirits created, the elect of Israel, he's actually shortening these days, man. All right. Because if you would continue to have this base men, Esau, Edom, the so called white men, continue to rule this world, everybody would die. The earth would die. He would die. Everybody would die. It would be just death, man. And nothing, it wasn't created for this. The world was meant to be inhabited. All right. So this place got to go. And the place is going to go through the spirit of Paviyah Bashem Yahushua. Hey, the water, man. I didn't even see, you know, I'm going to read some of the precepts. Hey, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Barakatah, man. I love when the brothers post some scriptures up. This is Maz Naim, servant of Yahweh Shah, 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 18. Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool that he may be wise. Right? Because there's a lot of people that think that they're going to be in a state, okay, yeah, this seems like the right thing to do. And a lot of people, that's why these degrees, and people don't even do the etymology of words. You got a bachelor's degree. Degree means to step down. All right. So the more you go into these indoctrination pools, aka colleges, you're becoming a fool, man. All right. So, but you got to become a fool as far as deprogram yourself that you may be wise so you can learn through the correct doctrine of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. All right. This is verse 19. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. Right. This is the wisdom of this world, man. Oh, we're gonna we can paralysis and you could see again and all of that. For it is written, "He that taketh the wise in their own craftiness," and he's about to. All right. So these people that think they're wise going to take this chip, and he's going to take them in their own craftiness, man, by destroying them. Isaiah 10:1. Woe to them that decree and righteous decrees and that right grievances which they prescribe. Right. Trying to get laws. Remember, they're trying to get it passed through the FDA. All right. So the FDA is going to create a law. Oh, yeah, you could do this, you could do that. All right. With Neuralink, verse 2, to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor, my people, that widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless. Yeah, because this is what this whole thing is about. It's about the great reset. It's about a great wealth transfer. It's about making a whole large slave class. And anybody that don't want to agree, complete culling, the great culling, destroy you, depopulation. All right. Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Right. All right. Because of all of this unrighteousness that these people is doing, these Edomites, the Most High is going to literally rip the kingdom from them and give it to his people, man. All right, because we're gonna be co-heirs, because it's really the kingdom of Yahweh Shai. All right, but Lord willing, we of that number, we're gonna be ruling with Yahweh Shai, as Lord God, kings, priests upon the earth. God, you know what I'm saying? It's the book of Mark, chapter 10, verse 25. It is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of Yahweh, right? So the world's richest man is off, man. You see what I'm saying? The Most High not dealing with no rich people, man. He's dealing with the lowly, with the meek, with the poor, all right? And using them to take down this so-called rich kingdom, Babylon, all right? Matthew 19, verse 21, it says, Yahweh shall said unto him, if thou wilt be perfect, go and sell what thou hast and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven. Come and follow me, right? All right, so that lets you know. Look, Elon Musk was the richest man. Even Kanye was at one point. I'm the richest black man in America. And look what happened. Most are not dealing with you, man. All right. Verse 22. But when the young man heard that saying, he went away sorrowful, for he had great possessions. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong to have possessions, but when we have great possession, there's a very high chance that you're going to be attached to it. You see what I'm saying? This is why how many times the disciples they was out there getting money, fishing and all that. Who was that? Was it Peter and his brother? One of the other ones, and they left and just completely followed Yahweh Shai. Man, there's a lot of brothers in this truth that could have been, so-called great in this kingdom, in this society, and they left all that thing away. They forsake all of that to be in this truth, to follow Yahweh Shai, man, and they're going to get a tenfold in the kingdom. Matthew 6:24. No man can serve two masters. For either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon, right? You cannot serve the Most High and money, man. The love of money is the root of all evil. All right. You know how many people do wicked things for money, man? All right. One of the favorite things that come to my head back in the day is that Paid in Full scene with Cameron playing as Alpo. And the dude was like, yo, son, yo, they got my little brother Sonny, man. Yo, I gotta get them out. Yo, the plug, he fronted me 14 keys. Cam said, yo, 14 keys? Yo, you got 14 keys in that duffel bag? He said, yeah, son, he fronted me 14 keys. He looked around. Pop, pop, yo, what you doing? He thought he was his brother. The love of money is the root of all evil, man. You can't serve two. That was a carnal example. That was the first thing that came to my head. Lord willing, you know what I'm saying? It would still be edifying of your understanding. Boom, right. Leviticus 19:28. Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua. You see? So period, point blank. You shouldn't be putting anything inside of your body other than fucking food, man. Clean food. You see what I'm saying? Herbs. You know what I mean? And you shouldn't be cutting, a surgical robot to put a. Come on, son. That don't even like where your head at, bro. You know what I mean? Deuteronomy 15:17, and it reads, "And thou shalt take an awl and thrust it through the ear unto the door, and he shall be thy servant forever." Right. So when we just looked upon that the mark of the beast is going to be a badge of servitude, we go into the law and see what it was like if you wanted to have a slave forever, man. So this is why we call it the digital awl. Well, Apostle Tahar called it the digital awl, and it makes complete sense. Okay, because it's going to be something that bores into you, all right, in order to show the international banking families, oh yeah, we got him. He put a chip in his head, or he put a chip in his hand. Oh yeah, he gonna do anything we say. And if he don't, we're gonna turn off that chip and he can't buy or sell. You see what I'm saying? Exodus 21, verse 6. Then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him unto the door, unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl. All right, and he shall serve him. You see? Yeah. Look, forever. Remember what Cardi B back in Love and Hip Hop? You got beef with me, you gonna have beef with me forever. You feel me? You take that. That's the mindset that Esau want to have, man. You take that, you're gonna serve him forever. Now we know, that's not gonna be so in the sense of forever. You feel me? But you not gonna be able to be saved on the first trip if you're an Israelite. You're gonna have to get back in your right mind and be destroyed first to know it through death after pain. All right. Now this is Revelation chapter 1, verse 3. And it reads, "Blessed is he that readeth and they that hear the words of this prophecy and keep those things which are written therein, for the times at hand." Yeah, we at the end of this thing. This is the reason why I brought this up. We are at the end, man. If they talking about chip tests and all that, so for you brothers, this should be confident. You catching hell, we only gotta catch hell for a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Have faith, man. Remember, one of the fruits of the spirit is long suffering, patience. Same thing. All right. Hey, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, Bashem, Rakakatash, Barakatah, and Wa Barakatham to everybody tuning in, man. We at the end of this age, man, end of this eon. All right. In Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 9, for Esau is the end of the world. That world it would be in the Latin eon, which means age. So the Esau is the end of this age, and Jacob is the beginning that followeth. All right. Yahushua was a descendant of Jacob, and so are we descendants of Jacob. We're sons of Yasha'Allah, man. Israel. All right, princes of the power. So we at the end of this thing, man. Keep your head up. Talking to myself first and foremost, man. All right. Pray without ceasing. Rejoice forevermore that we have this truth, man. All right. When they push this chip, we like Elder Apostle to say, I can see it in the vision. It ain't gonna be no, oh, they're gonna be pushing the chip for years on end. Nah, man. If weeks, if months, you see what I'm saying? If that, everybody gotta get this because all hell gonna break loose at that point. Yo, people not gonna be with it. They're gonna push the chip. Next thing you know, boom, and then the missiles is gonna start flying. UFOs gonna be in the air. And we, Lord willing, we in them chariots, and we get to, do a cheers with the brethren, man. All right, yeah. So I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Hey, if it was edifying, man, call hello Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, man. That's all I wanted to be, man, to build all of us up in the spirit. All right. Yeah, Lord willing, we all, we all in them chariots together, man, out here battling the great America, man. So with that, I'm gonna say a Bible ball, destruction to to America, man, to Babylon, man. Kwam Yasharala, Raz Israel, Shalom Laha Alahayim, peace to the gods. You heard, Shalom, Shalom. To the next time, Shalom.